Hello there. So as I was making my normal rounds on Pinterest, I came across this photo right here that looks so good. And as much as I do not like this shade of green, I feel like she ate. That look is so good, and I really loved the two-piece set, the bralette and the trousers. And I was like, you know what, how about we make ourselves this piece? So I have the perfect fabric right here. It's so cute. It's a pink plaid, 100% cotton that I thrifted. I think it was a bedsheet or a curtain, I cannot really tell. And this is what we're using, and it has a couple of stains, but I will work around them. You know, sometimes that's what you get when you go thrifting, but overall it's really cute and I love it. So this is what we're going to use. So I'll not be using any patterns, I'll be self drafting the bralette. I will show you step by step on how to create the perfect bralette. But for the trouser, I'll be tracing a trouser that I have, because I have a tutorial on how to draft your own trousers. I'll link it in the description box and the first comment. And before we get started, if you love fashion, sewing, thrifting and upcycling, please click the subscribe button down below, and that will mean a lot to me and you will not be disappointed. And also give this video a thumbs up as we go, and let's get to the table and see what we can do. As I said, this is my fabric. It's 100% cotton, pink and white plaid, really pretty. And these are the stains I was talking about. I'll concentrate on removing those stains once I make this two-piece. Now I want to start on drafting my trouser, and I will be folding my fabric so that I have 4 pieces for both the back and the front, and my height from the waist down is 36. And once I mark that, I will have my waist measurement, and from the waist I'm going to be measuring my rise measurement. So what is a rise measurement? Rise measurement is the measurement you take when you're seated, and it's the measurement from your waist to where your body touches the chair. This is one of the most important measurements when drafting a trouser, so make sure you're keen when you're taking it. And for me, that is 11 inches, and I'm just going to mark that. And now that I have my rise and my waist, what is the other important measurement? It's the midpoint, or our center line. So in a trouser, this is where you base all of your measurements. And how do you get that? This piece of fabric for me is 13.5 inches, so for me the midpoint is 7 inches, and I'm just going to mark that all the way. But I didn't have to, because I already had a line going that way. That's the pack of plaids and straight lines. That side is going to be the sides, and the closed side here is going to be the crotch. So for the crotch, I'm just marking the length of my fabric, which is 6.5, and on the other side, which is the side seams, I'm going to be marking 6.5 inches. How did I get that marking? It's my a quarter hip measurement divided by 2 plus 2.5 inches, and then the difference I'm going to be marking it on this side of the crotch, that is 4.5. and when I measure that, it needs to give me a quarter of my hip measurement, which is 11. And it really helps so that the trouser will fit you later when you sew everything up. And now I only have a difference of 2 inches on the crotch part, and well, it was not the best, but I made it work. That is what will give me the curve. So I'm now first going to draw that straight line at my 11 inches, which will help me in drawing the line. And before we curve it up, let's work on our waist. So for my waist, I'm going again to start with the side part, which I'm going to be measuring a quarter my waist measurement, divide by 2 plus 1 inch. And then the difference, I'm going to measure it on the crotch side, mark that, and I will join that point that I made for my waist with a curve to my rise. And basically you're almost done. It's now joining pieces. So now I'm going to join my waist to my hips, or rather rise and make sure it's a curve because your body is not straight. And then I left the leg portion straight because I wanted a wide leg. And always curve your crotch seam. And also don't forget to add your seam allowance, and now start cutting because you are done with the trouser pattern. Here is my trouser pieces. I have 4 pieces, 2 for the back and 2 for the front. Now let's work on the bralette, the part that was exciting for me. So I started on with a piece that measures 11 inches by 11 inches. How did I get here? It's the measurement from your center front to the side of your bust, and then from the top part of your bust to under your bust. So that is the measurement, and then you're going to fold it diagonally. You might have different measurements, so it doesn't have to be perfect, a perfect triangle, that is. And then on that triangle you're going to fold it. I know it's better for you to see it yourself because I'm kind of bad at explaining, but I hope you see. And once you fold it like this, you're making another triangle. So now you cut that part, and this part, when we cut it, is going to look like we now have a dart, as you can see. But you know, we do not want that pointy part, so we're going to be carving it out. Make sure you carve it and it's as smooth as possible. You have cut that out. This is how you're supposed to look. We have that weird V shape, and now just join that and cut every piece alone. I have a total of 8 pieces. You can cut these all at once, or can cut them separately, or make a template and then cut everything else. And now the other thing you need to cut for the bralette is the band, and that was just some rectangles. Now let's get to the sewing part. I'll start with my trouser, and I will first join the crotch parts for both the back and the front. With the crotch parts done, I'm going to place them right side spacing, so the in-leg seam, the side seams, but I will leave out a section at one side, which is my left side, for my zipper. All that done, it's time to attach our waistband, and I'm just going to create the waistband first by joining all my pieces together, joining them at the top as well. And I went for a really small waistband this time. I do not go for such a small waistband, so I'm just going to do the waistband in a normal way. I have a lot of trouser tutorials. I will link them all in the description box. And once the waistband is attached, it's now time to attach the zipper, and I usually attach them all together to the waistband because I like that look better. And as you can see, it looks really hidden. It looks so nice. I'm really getting better at zippers, but I still hate them. Let's not confuse that. I hate zippers a lot. And now the waistband is almost done. It's just, you know, attaching that underside whereby you fold it in and top stitch. With the trouser done, let's get started on our bralette. So I have all of my 8 pieces here. They're the same size, same width, so I'm going to be combining two of them. I just felt it's better if I have two, two sides, and I pick one from this side, but you can just pick whatever because this the same size. And I'm going to be placing them right sides facing, and I'm going to be sewing along the curve. Once everything is sewn, we can now open them up, and at this point they already look like bras. So I have 4 pieces, and you can make this reversible because it can totally work. And now I'm going to place them right sides facing, and before I sew them up, I'm going to add my straps. So for the straps, I just grabbed some leftover pieces, made them into tube, and now I'm going to sandwich them in between my 2 pieces. And you see at that sharp corner up there, that is where I'm going to be pinning them in place and sewing all around the bralette, leaving the bottom part open so that I can turn everything inside out. And make sure you turn it really good, and it will look nice. At this point, I was really proud and really excited about this bralette. I don't really think I'm going to be making any other pattern of a bralette, but yeah, now it's time to add them up to our band. And I'm going to place them right sides facing, and I'm going to stitch up that them on the band. And I also did a little bit of crisscross at the front because I really wanted some support on my girls. So after I sew them on the band, I'm now going to fold the band up and then sew it at the top so that everything is concealed, everything is neat. But before I do that, I'm going to wear it generally, and then see where I want to place my straps. And I crisscrossed them at the back, and I sewed everything together, and I'm really excited about this bralette. It already looks so good. And you're worried about the closing? Yes, I was too, but I realized my band is a bit big, so I didn't have to do anything else than to tie it up. And with this, the project is done, and I present to you. Oh my god, I look so good. This set looks so good, and I know it does not 100% match the photo from Pinterest, but this is an inspiration, right? But I look good, so good. This bralette fits like a glove, and I love the pants.